Voxman C major etude is labeled Largo Cantabile. So in terms of speed, tempo, you're probably going to want to go about quarter note equals 58 to 62, somewhere in there. Cantabile means that this is a singing vocal-like excerpt. I think you could almost think about it as if it's a wailing or almost a crying sound, especially at the very beginning. Adding some vibrato onto the longer notes will help give some direction to the phrase without taking away from the actual pitch quality of the work. Be sure to watch where your breath marks are. It's really important that they actually work for the phrases and the phrase structure that you've decided on. As you can hear in the recording that I just made, there's different ways of doing this, and you can make your own decisions, but you want to be sure that there's really something that's consistent and you're not just guessing as to where you want to actually take a breath. There's a whole bunch of words or abbreviations for words in this excerpt, so you may want to take some time to actually look some of these up. I've actually just taken a second to look a few of these up just to get people started. So in measure 8, we have a forte marking with the word labile. That means mournful or sad. So again, you're thinking about this crying or wailing sound. In measure 12, there's a forte with retenuto marked. That's almost like an accelerando or a speeding and pushing forward. And later we've got ritenuto, trattando, tenuto, moderato, smorzando, and a few more. So be sure that you look those words up, either using Google or a music dictionary, to understand what you should actually be doing in the music there. Finally, I think it's really important to watch the dynamic content in this excerpt. There's a lot written in there, and there's a lot to follow, but if you really do it the way it's written in, it's interesting to listen to. An example of that starts in bar 13. We're at forte, we crescendo to forte, so you may need to actually start at mezzo piano to get that crescendo in. And then we actually have a very abrupt cut to pianissimo. Make sure that really comes across to the audience so they can hear it. The more extreme that dynamic contrast is, the more interesting it'll be for people to listen to. Finally, there's a number of intonation issues that can happen in this excerpt because we're moving around with accidentals and a lot of these dynamic contrast changes. So I'd recommend using a drone when you practice this and setting it to C so that you can make sure that you keep that pitch class in your mind and you're not veering away from it in terms of intonation. Thank you for watching this video. For more information, contact Dr. Benjamin Yates at 337-482-5319 or at benjamin.yates@louisiana.edu.